I'm Storm Tracker ET meteorologist Austin Haskins with your Tuesday weather forecast. We are still tracking our strong storm system that's set to bring in some rain, thunderstorms, and wind to the Chippewa Valley over the next 36 hours. And this morning, that low is centered across central Nebraska. It's been bringing some flooding rain and some severe weather across parts of the plains overnight and into early this morning. There's been a little bit of some rain across southern Minnesota and northeast Iowa. Some of it has been reaching the ground, but we still have a lot of drier air in place. So we may see that kind of first wave this morning be very light and isolated in nature, and it may not even really reach the ground in some locations, but a lot of that's going to stay west of Highway 53. Before we get into the rain chances, let's talk about the wind. We do have a wind advisory in place from 10 a.m. until 10 p.m. tonight for nearly the entire area. We could see sustained winds anywhere from 20 to 35 miles per hour, with gusts as high as 40 to 50 miles per hour. And you can see that here in the forecast today, especially as we get into the afternoon hours. Could have those gusts as high as, again, 40, 45, maybe even some up to 50 miles per hour. And the sustained winds at times could approach or even exceed 30 miles per hour. Now, tonight, the wind is going to stay pretty gusty, but as we get into the morning hours tomorrow, the wind does let up a little bit. And one reason for that is because the low pressure that's causing all this is going to move right over us. And then the wind tomorrow, it gets a little bit breezier again in the afternoon and evening hours, but you see the gusts tomorrow up to about 30, maybe 35 miles per hour. And the wind direction turns back around to the north and west as we get on the backside of this low pressure. Now, let's talk about the rain chances. So that first wave of showers and storms this morning that's coming up from Minnesota will likely stay west of Highway 53 and really west of Highway 25. And again, we're going to be dealing with some dry air at the surface. So we'll have to see if this really reaches the ground. But those that do see it, it's not going to rain a whole lot. It's really as we get into the afternoon hours that we're going to see this initial wave really move in and really overspread the area. So here's 4 o'clock, and that rain is still to the south and west, but it is approaching the Mississippi River in our area. And now as we head towards 6 p.m., it is basically encompassing nearly the entire area, and we're seeing a lot of oranges, yellows, and even some reds showing up. So that could be some pretty heavy rain. That could even be some thunderstorms mixed in with that. And then by the time we get to about 8, 9 o'clock tonight, the heavier rainfall and thunderstorms are mostly north and east of 53 and 94 at this point. But into the overnight hours, we're still going to deal with some off and on scattered showers and thunderstorms. Those are heavier pockets of rain at times. Again, it's not going to rain everywhere, but we will have that chance throughout the night and throughout the day tomorrow too, again, as that low moves right over us and into tomorrow evening before things wrap up by the time we get to sunset, and that'll lead to a quieter Thursday, though we could have a few showers maybe sneaking through at some points throughout the day on your Thursday. So we're looking at anywhere from about a ½ inch to 2 inches of rain with this system, and there could be some pockets that see a little bit more than that. And we're still looking at the potential for a couple strong to severe storms today. This area in blue is non-severe thunderstorms, but there is a level 1 out of 5 risk in place from near Faribault down to Winona, Galesville, and Ettrick, and Tomah points to the south. And zooming out, it's even a higher chance across southwestern Wisconsin from Madison and south of La Crosse into Iowa. There's a level 3 out of 5 risk for most of Iowa and around the Quad Cities, where they could see potentially a significant outbreak of severe storms later on today. So this is mostly for the southern fringe of our area where that marginal risk is in place. There could be some winds up to 60 miles per hour and hail up to the size of quarters. There is the potential again for some locally heavy rain, but thanks to the dry ground and with this moving through pretty quickly, I don't expect anything in terms of flash flooding. But there could be a couple areas where the water may pond on the roadways just a little bit. So a lot to cover over the next 48 hours, but we do need this rain, so we will certainly take it. But again, be weather aware just with the timing of the rain and the wind moving through that evening commute. So just be mindful of that. By Thursday, breezy still around 57, so that's about average this time of the year. But then we cool down to near 50 Friday and Saturday, and a lot of us could actually stay in the 40s both of those days. It's going to be breezy as well. And then we'll see our next chance for a couple of showers return by early next week.